Stupid Wizards Actual People definitely contains content for adults. Content warnings can be found in episode descriptions. Listener's discretion is advised.
Hello, and welcome to Stupid Wizards Actual People, a tabletop role-playing improv podcast. My name is Derek Dix, and I'm playing the Flake, Trevor Wolffe, a philosophy graduate at the University of Kansas. Fact about Trevor this week is that Trevor prides himself on not being scared very easily, but he might be a little scared right now.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
Are you scared?
You trapped in a corn maze?
No, but
You're webbed up.
I'm webbed up. I'm caught in a web of lies.
A web of lies?
I don't know.
Who's
What's her
lied
name?
to you? Gladys.
All right, well, yeah, that's all I got.
Okay.
Are you stalling?
No.
Guys, I hear Josh's fact is really good this week.
I've heard it's the best one all season.
Both seasons.
Yeah, both seasons.
Oh, okay. Well, hi, I'm Josh Matney. I play the perfectly normal, not special sorority college girl, Katie Callahan. Katie's fact this week is the Spice Girls has been on replay in the sorority house since they came back from the show in Chicago just a few days ago.
What,
It was the reunion tour.
oh.
So tell me what you want.
Yeah, has that
Really,
song,
really want.
was that a 90s song?
Yeah. Came out in the 90s.
That's the only Spice Girls song I know.
Fun
The
fact
whole
about-
house went.
Fun fact about Drew. Drew has been to a Spice Girls concert.
Hell
That's pretty
yeah,
cool,
dude.
actually.
The same reunion tour was
In Chicago.
Drew.
No, it was before 2008. I was young.
Oh, okay. I was like, was Drew at that concert? That'd be cool.
I was not.
The
It was
whole
at
house
Sandstone
went, even V,
Amphitheater.
but she didn't enjoy herself very much.
Who doesn't like the Spice Girls?
What's Katie's favorite band?
That's a fact for later.
Oh,
Write that down.
keep your secrets then.
Hello, my name is Drew Burton. I'm playing Dr. Evren Duman, the Monstrous. In class, today we talked about Theseus and the Minotaur. Now, as a reminder, Theseus vowed to King Minos that he was going to kill his monster in his labyrinth. The king, being a little cocky, was like, yeah, go ahead, because he knew that once he went in the labyrinth, he'd never be able to find his way back out. Unbeknownst to him, though, that his daughter, the princess, had fallen in love with Theseus, and she gave him some thread and told him to lay the thread as he walked. So he went in, killed his monster, and was able to come out by following the thread back. I want you to take this lesson and think about a time where somebody thought they had the upper hand on you, and you were able to outthink them. Of course, maybe we haven't all had that experience in our lives, so if you don't have a personal experience, any experience from somebody that you know, or even another thing from popular culture would work out for that. So it's 2 pages, and I'll see you next time.
Drew, you're very smart.
Katie's wishing she had thread right now.
I was going to say, way to reflect back. Well, hello. I'm Elizabeth Rein. I'm your keeper for this season, and my fun fact is another Lawrence fact. So Lawrence is actually very, very close to the very small town of Stoll, which is home to Stoll Cemetery, purportedly one of the gates of hell here in the United States. While I have not personally been inside the cemetery, I have driven past it a couple of times. It looks very quiet and very, very peaceful there. Also, people are not allowed to go there, really. The people of Stoll do not want to turn it into a little tourist trap. Usually around Halloween and the spring equinox, people will try to break in because that's supposedly when the devil will appear. And so they usually have to have like a police patrol out there to keep people from breaking in and disturbing the peace.
Just every year he just like pops out and just chills in the cemetery and goes back. He's like, fuck this.
Apparently. Yeah, I've read the story of Stoll and nothing about it is true, which isn't very fun. Like there's really nothing to, it's just like a
How do you know
fun
it's
story.
not true?
There are no records of, so the story, I think the story goes is like Oh gosh, I don't want to record me getting this wrong.
Have you ever seen the gate to hell?
No.
Then
I
you
haven't
don't
been
know.
inside.
You don't know.
That's true. We don't know.
In my head, the devil just pops up and just kind of like sits there and twiddles his thumb for a little bit. And he's like, all right, I made my appearance, and then just goes back.
Kansas fucking sucks, bro.
And I don't know how true this is either, but apparently, and this is, again, stuff that might be completely fabricated that people used to say, is like apparently like religious organizations won't go to it or like fly over the airspace or anything.
Oh yeah, I think that's also like a little local legend. I don't think that's
I don't know
personally
that it's
true.
actually true or not. It's just stuff that I've heard
Yeah.
about soul cemetery. It's like the church like will have nothing to do with it.
I have met a Stoll, not from that family who founded the cemetery, but he said he was a cousin. It was pretty cool. I was just like, I saw his name and I was like, so like the cemetery? And he was like, yeah, I'm a cousin. I was like, that's cool. So they're here.
Big Satan guy, that guy.
Big Satan guy.
No, he was a really sweet guy, at least in the moment that I met him.
Cool.
Yeah, so there we
Well,
go.
before I ask you an important question, Josh,
Yeah.
we recently got artwork for Duman, Katie, and Trevor, and I was just going to shout out Robin Hall on Blue Sky. He did some really awesome art for us, and you can find him at fallinginaforest.bluesky.social. Just Falling in a Forest. Go check him out. Have him do your art for you because it was really good. I really liked it. You can see that art on our Instagram or Blue Sky or
Have we posted it on TikTok yet?
Probably in future TikToks.
Website?
Not yet. It will be soon though.
Yeah. Really good art.
And he said some very nice things about our podcast. He is a very nice person.
And I'm his favorite.
Josh, what happened last time?
What?
What happened last time?
I got my book right here. I'm
I
ready.
saw that.
It wasn't. Did you see the panic when I forgot?
did.
I
I did
realized
see
that I
that,
had
yeah.
to do this. Okay, so we started last session February 19th. It's 1 o'clock. Katie decides to pull the thread and goes to the address in the tent. She meets up with Trevor at the house. They meet Gertrude Cromwell at the door. Trevor and Katie give up their names to Gertrude in greeting. That was probably bad. Don't know why. I mean, it's pretty normal, but it just feels like it was a bad thing to do, the way she asked for him. The house smells very much of smoke. Trevor knocks something over. Katie finds her way into the den, seeing an identical candlestick to the one she has at the sorority. Gladys, another of the Cromwells, leads Trevor up to the computer room. The computer room is very abandoned. It's covered in spider webs. Gertrude finds Katie looking at the candlestick and offers it to her if she helps her in her garden. The garden is beautiful, and there seems to be a rather massive cornfield or corn patch. Gertrude left her pruning shears somewhere in the stalks and wants Katie to grab them, which is just a perfectly reasonable request, I suppose. And she goes in there. She goes into the maze. Trevor finds out that Gladys got her computer hacked. He's starting to get wrapped up in webs. And while all that's going on, we cut back to Evren, who is not probably about to die. Oh, because we are probably about to die. That was that note. Evren meets up with Parker at a salon. The stones were not hagstones. They were more like dominoes that the Cromwells used to play games with. And the Cromwells don't like their things being taken. We learned that the third Cromwell's name is Patricia. Gertrude and Gladys are kind of laid back, but Patricia is the one to worry about. Parker has been forced to play dominoes or games with the Cromwells since losing or having to make a deal with Patricia, losing a bet. I don't remember exactly.
He broke a flower pot.
He broke a flower pot, yeah. And then Evren heads over to the Cromwell house. He meets with Patricia, sits down, and that's where we left off in a very tense conversation, I think. It's a situation with like gravitas, you know?
Hey, Josh. Those were great fucking notes.
You even added your own little quips in there.
Yeah, they were good. They were really good.
I do need you
I
to
didn't add any quips. They're all written down.
I do need you to remember stuff like flower pots though.
I didn't remember the thing about
off my
Parker.
dome.
Hey, Josh. You did a really good job.
Okay.
Well, this will come up in your performance review. We should do that on a swap meet.
Oh, a performance review?
Yeah, that would be fun.
I mean, like our last swap meet that we recorded, we kind of did performance reviews, when we were going around the table
I'm
saying...
going to do one-on-one performance reviews with all of you.
Oh, my God.
As the editor, these are things that I want you to know that you do.
Oh, my God. That would be
All right.
so funny.
So, guys,
That would be
he's
very
going to
not
do
good.
one-on-one performance reviews, then we're going to do a panel performance review on you.
I would love that, yeah. And it's just 4 hours of you guys giving me shit about not actually putting sound effects in.
Roasting you. So last we left off, Duman was sitting in front of Patricia, about to explain to her what happened to her set of dominoes. And I believe what she said was, you best start with the beginning.
So in the beginning, there was nothing.
It's taking a minute.
So get comfortable, sit down. About 4 hours later of explaining like the theory of creation, and I'll be like,
She's like, I don't believe in those fairy tales.
she's smoking something, isn't she?
A cigar.
A cigar. Everyone will reach into his little vest pocket and pull out a little pipe. He's like, do you mind?
By all means.
And I'll, So, as I said, your domino pieces, they were, we found them in a warehouse. Well, first we heard about the break-ins. Did you hear about the break-ins at the local stores?
I did indeed.
There were some found at those scenes. We followed the trail to find a warehouse where some of the town's youth were using the stones to bring toys to life and having kind of a gladiatorial combat.
Well, that certainly is creative of them.
So we, of course, shut it down because, as you know, that kind of thing is frowned upon. What's more concerning to me about this situation, well, the kids knew where to find the stones at Parker's because something told them about it. They were using a Ouija board. They assumed it was some kind of helpful spirit, which you and I know those are pretty few and far between. And not just spirits can affect those boards. So something told them to take your stones.
She is going to look at you pretty skeptically through her glasses. And she is going to reach down beside her and pull out a ornate wooden box with a little clasp on it and open it up. And there you will see a mostly full box of dominoes. And she sits there and kind of runs her fingers over them. And she's going to look at you. And was anybody hurt during this process?
Something out of the normal did happen during the gladiatorial portion. There were some malfunctions, but not with the toys that had the stones in them. There were some other participants using more automated, piloted toys.
So my property never caused anybody any injury.
I believe a sock monkey scared a girl. It jumped at her, but it's a sock monkey. Wasn't able to really do much damage. Scared her. Something fierce.
Fear's never hurt anybody, close as I could tell. As far as I can tell, I'm the only one that has been wronged. My property was stolen, and by my count, it looks like it was also destroyed. So I do believe that I am entitled to reparations.
What exactly do you mean by reparations? What would you consider fair payment for what was damaged?
Well, I don't think it would be of too much consequence, but I am looking for a new player in my Friday night poker game. And as far as I can tell, it can either be the one who saw fit to take my property, or it could be the one who saw fit to destroy my property.
And what exactly does playing in your poker game look like?
One night a week, and I got nothing but time. She says that, and it's like, oh, you mean every Friday for the rest of
forever
their lives, yeah.
Yeah, well, that seems like a bit of a steep price. And perhaps who you're going for misplaced. Because, yeah, it's important to make sure that the person who did the stealing did the damaging. It's important to go after them, but kind of to take a playbook out of the human playbook, those are small fish. Somebody targeted you. Something that's able to manipulate other people through supernatural means to go after property they knew who that property belonged to and were too scared to do it themselves, probably for good reason. You want to get the criminal, but you want to get the person behind it. Somebody targeted you. To me, personally, that's a bigger offense.
Patricia's gonna raise her eyebrows in a very mild surprise. She's gonna chuckle a little bit. And she's gonna, before taking a big old drag of her cigar, she's gonna go, "You're a smart one, aren't you? But payment still must be had. I would be very interested in who is targeting me. However, it seems that you do not have this being to reveal. Am I correct in that assessment?"
I don't yet. I've been dealing with this for one day.
Well, I'll tell you what, until you do, I still will need that poker player. And I'll even show you my sign of good faith. I'll let you choose who it is. And so at this point, she'll pull out her deck of cards. She will deal you 2. She'll deal herself 2 and lay out 5 cards on the table. She'll put the deck there on the table. She'll say, "Simple game of Texas Hold'em. It's just friendly. I win, I get to choose. You win, you get to choose. Either way, I do need that poker player." So this is what I was thinking as the DM. Drew and I can actually play Texas Hold'em.
Okay.
Or we could do a roll-off with 2d6 and see who rolls higher to show who wins each round. Be probably, I don't know how Texas Hold'em works.
I have a funner idea, but it's a little bit more visual.
Okay.
If you wanted to, you both could roll.
Okay.
Tell me secretly the rolls, and I could deal both of you 2 cards based off the rolls. Does that make sense?
It does make sense.
So you would be revealing the card. You would know what cards you have, so you can role play off of that if you wanted to do that.
Good, whatever.
Okay, so if you both want to roll and send me your rolls, do we have a deck of cards?
We do.
Somewhere.
You do understand that it's between Trevor or V. Okay.
Yeah.
I like that I wrote, Evren talks with Patricia, tells her about the dominoes. Patricia scares me. In parentheses, Josh.
Did you roll?
Oh, have I rolled? I need...
Derek, I see a message.
I'm putting my bad luck on Troy's dice.
Oh, shit.
And you want the total number?
Yep. Okay.
So Patricia has dealt your cards. So tell me, what is your plan to catch this perpetrator?
Well, like any good investigation, you start with the people you have, i.e. the thief. We do know who that is, as I'm sure you do already as well. We backpedal from there. They're the ones with the most to lose right now, so they have the motivation to help us get to the bottom of this, because they were targeted for a reason as well.
Go ahead, flip a card.
The first card, so I don't know what the suit is because these are Steven Universe playing cards. So the first one is the 8 of Pearl. So the first card that Patricia pulls is an 8 of Pearl that she flips over.
Honestly, though, it kind of tracks it. Like, maybe not Steven Universe, but that she'd have like a wacky pack of
like
cards.
it's very weird. It looks like we're gonna pretend for because we are in real life playing with some Steven Universe cards. I'm gonna say they look like old West type poker cards with like funky. Sorry, funky like I don't know, devils and shit on them. I don't know.
Yeah.
They're old cards. So you're going to do a little bit of gumshoe and try to capture this person and bring them to me?
If that's what it takes, only seems fair.
Go ahead and flip another card.
The second card she reveals is a Queen of Ruby. So we have an 8 of Pearl and a Queen of Ruby.
The only one not in this or like in on this is me right now.
Yeah.
You know exactly what's going on. They know what cards they have.
I think at this point, Drew should cover his ears and Elizabeth should reveal to the audience what Patricia's cards are.
We're doing more than theater of the mind right now.
So Patricia will peek at her cards, and what she has in her hand is a queen of pearl and an ace of amethyst. So she has a pair of queens ace high at this moment. I think she's gonna be like looking at her cards, puffing on her cigar, sipping on her bourbon, and she's going to look at you and kind of tap the ash off of her cigar and say, "So tell me about your other successes. Why should I have a vote of confidence in you?"
My list of successes and failures are both pretty long, dating back a bit since before the creation of this little town. So, I mean, I've been around the block a few times. I mean, there's the time that I saved a kingdom from its corrupt king, slayed a demon that the gods feared themselves, slayed the embodiment of the wrath of those same gods later. More recently, I don't know if you heard about that nest of vampires that had been terrorizing the a little out west, Colorado. They had broken some agreements. They don't exist anymore.
By your hand?
Played a part.
Flip a card.
The third card is a 2 of garnet. We have 2 cards left.
Locally, it's the more recent years, like last year or two. Locally, it's just been more or less if, the odd student disappearing because somebody couldn't keep an appetite in check.
So the wild man of Gilgamesh has proclaimed himself our protector in Little Lawrence, Kansas. How lucky are we?
No. Proclaimed is a strong word. I was born a protector. We all have our parts to play. I'm just still playing mine.
Indeed.
The fourth card is the 3 of amethyst. So we have an 8 of pearl, a queen of ruby, a 2 of garnet, and a 3 of amethyst. We are on the final card.
Do you wish to add anything to the pot?
Well, it seems to me that you like to deal primarily in time. So let's talk a little bit about time.
Very well.
I'll raise that outcome of this. You can have your player until we find the responsible party, in which case they take their place, and you give us a little bit of time before you start collecting.
How much time are you wanting?
Let's see, Friday nights. Why don't you give us 3 weeks? It's not a long time.
3 weeks to catch the one behind this. I do feel like I am still missing out.
I believe that's why they call it gambling.
Indeed. But payment must be had, whether I win this game or not. That is such the way of things.
And that was never off the table.
I'll sweeten the deal this way. So as it stands, if I win, I choose who my player is. You win. You choose who my player is. And either way, you are asking for 3 weeks.
Yes.
My counter offer is this. They come play for me immediately, but they will also be granted a boon of mine. They will be under my protection.
All right.
Would it help to know mechanically what that protection would be?
Yes. Tell me what I. Tell me about
So mechanically, whoever is her player will be rewarded a move from the Chosen handbook, which is I am here for a reason. It's basically if you're brought down in battle, you're brought back up.
Okay.
So like if you're down, you're essentially safe from harm.
Okay.
Or from dying. So that's what mechanically that will mean.
All right. I'll see your raise, and I'll raise you one more.
Ooh.
Very well.
Your player will begin immediately, starting this Friday, which today is. Now, I imagine attendance of your game is mandatory. It's pretty severe if you don't show up. Your player will be exempt from showing up on the circumstance on that particular Friday night. They are doing something that directly impacts the finding of the actual criminal. So for example, say Friday night, your player has a chance to catch that criminal. They won't be punished for missing your game.
She's gonna kind of crack a grin and she'll go, I believe that will be fair. Reveal the last card.
The last card is a King of Pearl. So the 5 cards on the table face up are the 8 of Pearl, the Queen of Ruby, the 2 of Garnet, the 3 of Amethyst, and the King of Pearl.
Patricia will flip her cards over. And in front of you, you will see a Queen of Pearl and an Ace of Amethyst. She'll go, pair of queens, ace high.
Well, so Patricia, first, it's been a real pleasure playing with you. Maybe one day I'll play with you again, under no obligations, just for fun, of course.
But of course.
And I will reveal my cards, which is the King of Amethyst and the King of Garnet. So 3 kings.
3 of a kind. Well played. Who is my player?
Well, which thief are we talking about? There's 2.
The young lady.
Then I suppose that the girl better brush up on her card skills.
Okay. So V is the player. Is not what I was expecting. Trevor,
Yes.
you find yourself strapped to an old dusty computer by spider webs.
Can I try to pull my hand? Like, I'm going to try to struggle my hands out of the webs.
Sure.
But try to do it as nonchalantly as possible to not like I'm not trying to be aggressive or anything.
Yes. And remind me again, you gave Katie your anti-magic ward.
Yeah.
Okay. What would you like? I'll let you roll for it.
I'm just going to try to pull my hands up. I think this is just act under pressure.
Certainly.
7.
Keeper is going to give you a worse outcome, a hard choice, or a price to pay.
So I'm just going to, as I notice my hands are stuck, I'm going to try to pull and fight against the webs.
Okay. I'm going to say that you can remove yourself from the webs. So it's a bit of a struggle.
Is she still standing there?
Well, that's the thing, is when you try to pull away from the mouse and keyboard, Gladys is standing behind you, and you see, you'll first thing you'll feel like tiny little crawling sensation up your arms, and you'll look down and see these large black widow spiders crawling across you, and your gaze will follow them down onto the floor. And you'll see them currently weaving a web over Gladys's feet. And now she is stuck.
Noticing this, I don't think I look back up at Gladys, but I'll look a little over my shoulder, and Trevor says, "Sorry, I thought I was working on your computer. Should I be worried about not being stuck? Are we going somewhere?"
I would like you to get rid of the bugs in my computer. It's a good joke.
It's very good, but Trevor's confused now because he's like,
is this Gladys or what else is happening? So when you're trying to figure out what to do, you're going to look back at the computer monitor and you'll see that exe file, and you'll start seeing just code start to fill up the window. And you'll notice that this is live, that someone is actively trying to retrieve something from this computer.
Now, is there a mystery movie text bar that I can type in?
Yes. So this is why I wanted to watch the movie Hackers, so I could kind of make this a little bit more.
Well, imagine the scene in the Batman where he figures out the URL.
Yes.
And he's talking to the penguin. That's what I'm kind of imagining.
Or to the Riddler?
Or to the Riddler, yeah.
Yes.
So...
And I will... Yeah, go ahead.
Trevor will kind of like lightly tear some of the cobwebs that have formed now over the keyboard. And he will click in the text box and write who dis. He'll write who am I speaking with? And I just imagine the little cursor blinking as he's waiting for the response.
Yes. The cursor will blink for a few moments, and the words identify yourself will appear.
I will write back a friend of Gladys Cromwell.
Perfect. A response will appear. It'll be a 6-character long code name. That's 5P1D3R Spider.
I think at this point, Trevor will look over his shoulder again to Gladys. I'm starting to think that maybe the spiders in this room are not yours.
No.
Okay. So you don't care if I kill the bugs?
By all means, computer man.
I'm going to type back. I feel like I have to clear cobwebs again, like they've reformed. So I again, like clear them. And I will
let you know that the spiders are not covering up the screen.
Yep. I will type back. I'm going to type the word spider, not the characterization that they sent me. Question mark. What is it that you want from Gladys?
Perfect.
Trevor's a little less scared now because he thought the spiders were Gladys's.
I thought Gladys was a spider. Yeah.
Yes. You are going to get this response. For we are only human, and I need to collect power that I don't have myself.
Are you seeking the Cromwell's power? Question mark.
For a start.
Trevor's still under the impression that they're witches. So Trevor is going to reply, you think that you can overcome 3 powerful witches?
I don't have to think. And at this point, you will feel a couple of sharp pains on your hands as some of the spiders bite you. You'll hear Gladys kind of wince in pain, like, ah. And at this point, I'm going to start a encounter. The way that this will work, instead of actually fighting these spiders, it's going to happen on the computer screen.
Yes.
The way that this works is that this individual or this hacking EXE has, I called it decryption health. So you are going to roll to kick some ass.
Okay.
It has a health bar, and every time you knock it down, something will reveal itself to you. However, while it has it has a decryption health bar, you have your regular health bar. Yep. So you will receive real harm on your body, but you will learn something every time that you kick this thing's ass with your hacking skills.
So the first thing that Trevor's going to do is shake the spiders off his hands.
Okay. They kind of fall off, but they'll kind of start to slowly come back to you, like almost like magnets.
Gladys, what programs do you need to use on your computer?
I can get a new computer.
Perfect.
Fuck this, I'm over it.
Trevor is going to...
Who needs the web anyway?
Very clever. Trevor's going to open up a console on the computer.
Okay.
And start actively trying to combat this virus.
Perfect.
What that means in computer terms, I don't know. Suspend your disbelief.
I call it decryption.
Yeah.
I'm calling it decryption.
We're doing movie hacking stuff.
Yeah,
You're trying to trace it.
Watch the movie Hackers, because none of that is real.
I wanted to watch the movie Hackers before we came here.
We're doing the part in Hackers where they're flying through the computer parts to the tower with all of the files on it.
You're trying to find the hacker signature and then trace it back to hopefully get a location.
Yeah.
I hate this because Trevor is really bad at tough.
That's okay.
Can I use sharp instead?
In place of your tough?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I actually do have...
Do you have a move?
Yeah, that's a move, bro. You gotta have the move. I use my weird instead of tough because I'm monstrous and shit.
Don't. I have... you can see if it all fits together, which I can use sharp instead of charm, when I try to manipulate somebody, but it doesn't really work with tough. So that's fine. I will use my tough because I am getting bit by spiders at the moment.
Yes.
Well, 10.
Okay, so you can choose an extra effect. So go ahead, or tell me how much harm already on your kick some ass.
What am I using?
Your gun.
Yeah, use your gun. No, how much harm does your gun give?
2.
It gives 2 harm?
Yeah.
And then, and then you can choose an extra effect. So you can gain advantage, take a +1 forward, or give +1 forward to another hunter. So that's 1.
I'm going to take the +1 forward, and what I think I do is I rip the Ethernet cable out of the back of the computer.
Okay. So what will happen is it looks like Spider will take 2 harm.
Yeah.
You will rip the Ethernet cable off. In response, the spiders will kind of start converging where the Ethernet cable had come out of the wall, and they will start weaving like a tube-shaped web up to the computer to create and you'll see like a kind of eerie, gross, sickly purple glow come from this web.
Okay.
That's fucking cool.
How much harm do I take?
We'll give you 1 harm.
Okay. So I will sit back down in the seat, clear the spider webs off the keyboard again, and I will go back to hacking away.
Perfect. I love that.
Gladys, I need you to start removing as many of the cobwebs as you possibly can. They're going to keep rebuilding them. Just keep pulling them down. Grab a broom.
That I have.
She's a witch.
Okay, so she'll take a big long drag off of her cigarette with the little stick thing, the little straw cigarette thing, and the first thing that she'll do is she'll take a huge Studio Ghibli drag, like Yubaba.
Yeah.
And she will kind of like a vape cloud will appear and go across
She's
the
blowing
floor.
fat clouds right now.
Yeah, just across the floor. And so that will start that will slow the spiders.
Okay.
And they will not be as fast, but it'll cause a slowing effect. And she'll use that time to kind of break out of the webs that have trapped her feet. And she will go to the corner of the room and grab a broom.
Okay.
And it's a normal broom. It's not a fun little witchy broom, but it's still fun. It has I'm saying this because I grew up with a broom with ladybug spots on it, and it has ladybug spots. This was clearly Gertrude's. So
That's cute. I'm going to roll to kick some ass again.
roll to kick some ass. What'd you get?
5.
Oof.
Ooh, death.
On a miss, you get your ass kicked. You will feel a few more bites, take 1 more harm.
Okay.
And you'll see your arms. You're working on typing a keyboard or typing on the keyboard. So on the computer screen, you'll see the chat box that you have with Spider, but then another window opens up and it's another exe file, and that's the thing that's downloading this this software. And at the same time, the spiders have now created almost like a seatbelt across your lap and have strapped you into this chair.
Okay. I want to try to lean forward.
Okay.
So I guess what I'm imagining is the monitor and keyboard and mouse are up on the decks, and then the tower for the computer is up there as well.
Sure.
So I'm going to try to lean forward against these spiders and rip the side panel off the computer.
Okay.
And rip the hard drive out.
You open the side panel out, and a bunch of spiders just come bursting out of this.
So I will reach into
tower.
the swarming, swirling, dark abyss that is these spiders and feel for where the hard drive should be.
Okay.
And try to find it and rip it out, which I'm assuming is another kick some ass roll.
Yes. Yeah. Go ahead. Kick some more ass. What'd you get? Are you okay?
A 5.
You got another 5?
Yeah.
You cannot seem to find this hard drive.
Should have made you the poker player.
I am going to use the luck.
Okay. To push your roll or
Yeah.
to make it a success?
Yes.
Make it a 12.
Yep.
Oh, to make it a 12?
It turns it immediately into a 12.
Okay, perfect. So that's how much harm? Or does that, wait.
That just means he doesn't take harm and then he succeeds at what he's trying to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my roll turns from a 5 to a 12.
Okay, great.
So I struggle. I can't. I don't feel like I can find it, and then all of a sudden, my fingertip is feeling the edge of it, and I just grab and rip.
Okay, awesome. You will see.
I imagine spraying spiders everywhere as I violently rip this out of the.
Amazing. You will see like the spiders start to like weave a very like hard drive shaped web, but you can see like you have weakened this.
Yep, 2 harm.
I'm going to give it, perfect, 2 harm. So what will happen is a very, very weak like hard drive connection is still made because of these spiders, but you will see like on the EXE window, like a bunch of the software has now become corrupted, and he has to start over from where you had essentially destroyed most of his progress. And I think he's going to start like typing. You'll see something typing over and over again. I think it's going to like be nonsensical, like just a bunch of like the
Characters
JKL
and letters and yeah.
But then you'll like kind of in between, you'll start seeing like, you'll see his code name, Spider. You'll see like power. You'll see like these key words that he had kind of been saying. So he's kind of losing. You can see that he's like losing his cool right now, but he's still trying.
I want to try and run an IP trace on Spider.
Okay, perfect. I'm going to let you either, I think, just roll to kick some ass again.
8.
Okay. Yeah, so go ahead, take 1 harm.
Okay.
I know you're probably hurting a little bit.
What are you at right now? 3?
3. He also took harm. Amazing. You will see like more of the data get corrupted, and then I guess you open your own EXE file to run a trace on this. Do you have like your own little secret kind of IP trace thing?
Sure.
Yeah, we'll say that you have a flash drive for that.
So I do have a move called Net Friends.
Okay.
You know a lot of people on the internet. When you contact a net friend to help you with a mystery roll plus charm.
Okay.
Can I say that I had somebody teach me how to do this on the internet and use my charm instead of my tough for this roll? Because it will turn it from an 8 into a 10.
I will let you do that if you tell me the name of the person who taught it to you.
His username or their username was, this would be a hacker's reference, was 0 cool. So it would make the roll a 10 instead of an 8, which would be a full success.
Hell yeah. And what do you want that to be? 1 harm, 2 harm?
It's up to you. I don't care.
I'm going to go ahead and give you 2 harm, which
Okay.
effectively defeats Spider. Not you 2 harm.
No, I know.
He 2 harm. He gets 2 harm, or she. It could be both. It could be none. It could be.
You said he, so we now know.
It doesn't really
Give
matter.
us all the information we need.
Okay, so when the health is used up, the IP address is revealed. So that's actually part of.
Oh.
Yeah. See, I think of things. I will say, like, okay, so you'll get an IP address. It'll, like, you'll run your program, and you can see that, like, through the code. See, I'm doing, like, hacker stuff, too. Through the code, like, it'll find a backdoor in the code, and it'll, like, retrace to Spider's computer, and you'll get, like, the, what is it, a 10-digit code?
I don't know. It's
10, 12, whatever. But you've got it.
Yeah.
I'll say that it's like you just have it. Like it's locked into your brain. You're like, oh, that's a interesting number. And I'll say that you'll be able to write it down as soon as you're free of this. When that happens, the spiders will like slow down or stop completely. A lot of them will start like flipping over, and like their legs will start to curl up as they suffocate and die now that they have no connection to their life force anymore. You'll find that the cobwebs, you can pull yourself from them and they don't reform. And the computer screen will start to dim, but not before you'll see Spider like typing again. just like nonsense. But in that nonsense, you'll say, heed must be paid. Heed must be paid. And then the computer screen will go boom and go black. The glowing from the spider webs will completely stop. And this room was really dark when you first came in here, but all of a sudden light starts filtering in, nice little natural light from the attic window. And you'll see Gladys kind of finish sweeping up her cobwebs, and she kind of does it very skillfully. It's like she does this pretty often.
I'll stand up and face Gladys. Miss Cromwell, I think that your issue has been resolved. I would just advise caution when surfing the web. You never know what people are trying to get from you.
Very good advice, computer man. You have my thanks. And she will put a long, spindly hand on your shoulder. I must give you something in payment for your services.
Of course.
You need some Bactine for those hands.
So you may choose one of two things from the Spellslinger handbook.
Okay.
You may either choose the third eye or enchanted clothing.
Okay.
So take your time and look that through, but that will be one of those two will be your reward.
So
This is Elizabeth giving us spoons, and you said, fuck you.
I don't need them, dog.
so I will be like, so Trevor will go, thank you. Real quick before I leave you to connect with my friends, do you know any history on the ground that Allen Field House was built on?
Katie, you entered this corn field maze patch, and as you did, a big cloud moved in front of the sun, casting you in shadow. And you do see walls of corn seemingly forming a maze. And as soon as you enter, you have the decision to go straight or the decision to make a right turn.
I think I mentioned this in the end of the last episode or the last part of my part. When I walked in, did it close up behind me, or do I still see the garden
Have
as
you
right now?
stepped-
I haven't moved. So.
You haven't moved? Yeah, you still see the garden.
Okay. Well, right now you said go straight. So there's a path that goes further straight, and then it branches off to the right.
Yeah,
like
when
a T?
you're standing there, you have this. I'm looking at it, so this way, you
Okay.
have like an L shape to make a decision.
Okay. Well, if I'm still standing at the entrance,
And there is a solid wall of corn, like, to your left.
yeah.
So you cannot turn that way.
Okay. If I'm still standing at the entrance, I'll see the path that goes straight and then the path that turns right. I'll look back and is Gertrude still visible?
Yeah, you can still see her.
Okay. Wait. You said 3 turns, so do I go straight or do I take the first right?
She will strike a match and take out her pipe and light it and take a couple of puffs. Like I said earlier, I only remember that it was 3 turns. You're trying to get more dialogue out of the NPC, and she has a very limited dialogue box.
Okay. Well, I will walk forward, and if I look down the right path, what do I see? Because the straight path just keeps going straight. I'm assuming I can...
It goes straight. So if you're looking forward, there's a slight right turn. Yeah, there's a slight right turn, kind of farther on.
Mm-hmm.
The right, the path to the right, you see a corner, like a corner of the maze, and you see a path that, if you were facing that way, it goes off to the left.
Okay. Well, I said what I said at last episode, which is the trick with mazes is to put your hand on the left hand wall and follow it, and you might have to go through the whole thing, but eventually it'll lead you to the exit.
It's not just your left hand. You can also put your right hand on the right wall and follow it. As long as you stay consistent.
It's only the left hand.
As long as you follow consistency, it's just going in the opposite direction. As long as you follow one consistently the whole way.
This was one of the only things that I ever heard that like left-hand people get. Like,
right-hand people can do it too.
No, they can't.
On the right wall,
left-hand people are superior when it comes to corn mazes.
When you think about it, it's the exact same.
I know what you're saying, Drew, but
let him have
right-hand people get desks and scissors, and they don't smudge their writing smudge their fingers when they're writing stuff. Let left-handed people just have the corn maze thing, man. Let me have it.
Right for life. Okay.
I'll put my left hand against the wall.
And that will take you straight.
Yes.
Amazing. So you take a couple of steps, and it'll guide you to your first right-hand turn. And you'll kind of hear a rustling. And I'm going to say, like, you'll take a few steps back. And you can still see where you came in through. And the corn has closed up. And you can no longer see the house.
Fascinating.
So you'll continue to follow. And you'll hear some more rustling kind of behind the corn that you're, like, surrounded by. Mm-hmm. Then it'll guide you a little bit more to a corner. And you can see that's kind of guiding you into a spiral. Mm-hmm. And you'll hear some more rustling. And you'll hear kind of a guttural.
Yeah, I think I stop.
Okay.
And I look behind me and I look all around. How long have I been walking in this?
Probably about 5 minutes, maybe, barely.
Okay.
Like, you haven't been gone long.
Sure. Okay, let me ask you this. Have I passed the point where, like, and I think I referenced this last episode also, but, like, have I passed the point where, it just doesn't make sense? Like,
the maze?
Yeah, how there could be this big of a maze in a residential area.
Have you figured that out?
Well, I feel like I figured it out.
I mean, right now, all you know is that you're just in a couple of rows of corn.
Mm-hmm.
She just said you're walking for 5 minutes. It takes me 10 seconds to walk across my backyard. Just for reference.
Yeah.
I mean, like, barely.
Well, what I'm trying to say is, like,
I mean, if you're just, like, slow and, like, looking around and just kind of moseying.
If you're walking at like a brisk pace, you've walked like,
I don't know. Is
like
Katie
a half a mile.
Is Katie motivated in her walking, or is she kind of moseying through?
No, I think she's been, like, taking a slower pace. But
okay.
I feel like that plays into, I feel like this is, like, affecting her mind in the sense that, like, things don't add up. She's already in this, like, weird situation, adding on to the fact that it just seems like this is a lot bigger than what initially it should have been. Like, I feel like her anxiety is, like, increasing, and now she hears a weird noise. So I feel like she's very jittery, jumpy.
Okay.
And probably getting a little bit scared.
Okay. Well, are you going to continue following, or are you going to turn around and go a different way?
How many turns have I taken at this point?
Decision-wise, or
if I'm following
if you're following it, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. Okay. So I've just made the third turn. What do I see in front of me?
A little column of corn, and then it will kind of turn to the right, and you can't see past that right turn.
Okay. So Gertrude said it was just 3 turns to get to the shears. So somewhere I've taken the wrong path. But again, left hand on the maze will eventually get you through. So I will keep going.
Okay. So you follow down the column. And as you approach that right turn, a bursting of motion comes from that direction. Mm-hmm. And you will see a humanoid figure dressed in, like, it has like a burlap face, and it's kind of tied off at the neck with some, like, jute cord and maybe some overalls and an old flannel shirt. And it has, like, its facial features are not quite there because it's burlap, but you can see that, like, it's almost like something wet underneath the burlap has created the facial features of this humanoid, and it screams at you, and it will charge at you.
Okay.
If you give me a second here. And it will charge at you.
Getting spooked like that, I imagine that she like falls back and like clambers up and like she falls down, right?
Perfect.
But like clambers up and starts running, and she's gonna start taking it back like the way that she came.
Going back towards it?
Yeah, the wall thing, it's no longer the top of her mind. She's just running.
Perfect. As you start running, you'll take your turns again, and you'll see kind of something crashing through the corn, and maybe where the entrance was. It's kind of hard to tell because you got so turned around when you're trying to come back. You'll see a young man in like a white t-shirt and some jeans, and he like kind of blocks your path, and he has like a machete in his hand, and he'll go, "Get out of the way!" And he'll like ready his machete. And you kind of turn to, or you kind of like dodge out of his way and like maybe like baseball slide a little bit.
Yeah.
And he'll swing, and the head of this humanoid figure will just go flying off. And he will turn towards you.
Oh, I'm gone.
Oh, you're gone?
Yeah. Listen, I went into a maze in this old lady's backyard, and now there's a scarecrow that's a scarecrow monster or something attacking me, and now there's another person in this field that killed the scarecrow monster. I'm not sticking around.
You're not sticking around? Wait!
No, I'm gone.
Wait, you don't know where you're going.
Nope.
Cool. So I'm going to say that you took that right hand turn at the beginning, and you're following that wall along, which is perfect. And you'll hear crashing through, like rustling and crashing. And you're going to hear the man call out back to you. He'll go, "Wait, wait." You'll hear crashing in front of you, rustling of the corn. And you'll see a young woman appear.
What the fuck?
She is wearing a brown ponytail. She'll have like a oversized, like metal band t-shirt on. And you can see that there is a slight baby bump on her. And she will also be, she'll be holding like a sniper rifle.
What?
And she's like, "Oh, thank God we found you. We thought you were a goner." And she'll call out, she's like, "Babe, she's over here."
I don't think that there's been enough for Katie to still not think that her life is in danger at the moment from these strangers that are popping up in this maze. So I think this lady's in front of me. The guy is somewhere behind. The way I'm picturing it, there's probably not a path that branches off to either side. So I think what she's just gonna die. She's just gonna go through the corn.
Okay, great. You'll crash through the corn. And you'll kind of hear behind you, like, the man's voice. Or you'll hear the woman go, "Wait, we're trying to help you." And you'll hear the man, like, catch up. He's like, "Where did she go?" "She went through there." And
Through the Katie-sized hole in the corn.
Oh, yeah, there's stalks broken down for sure.
And he's going to go, "Idiot, she's going to get herself killed." And you'll hear their voices vanish. You have seemingly run away from the only help that you got from here.
What?
You're going to crash through a wall of corn. And you see a long column, like a long hall of corn. And you can see like some openings farther out. So 1, 2, 3 openings actually. But it's a ways. You have to do some walking.
Oh, there's no walking happening right now.
You're just running?
Yeah, I'm running.
Okay. Which opening are you taking?
This is just a long
There's 3.
stretch.
There's 3 openings to your, this one. You're right. But kind of towards the end, you'll see, or like not towards the end, you'll see, or towards one of the openings, I think the closer one to you, you'll see that couple like in front of you. And they're like, "Don't worry, I got it, babe." And you see the guy just like, you hear a from the machete, and you'll hear like, "Argh!" and it'll stop. Yeah, you'll see them like fighting together. You'll kind of hear them, like, you said you're running, though?
Do I see them, like, are they fighting another one of these scarecrow things?
You don't see the scarecrow. You hear them fighting something. You can kind of see, like, they're facing, like, if you are looking at them, you can see, like, them turned towards it. And you can see that they're fighting something. You can't see what they're fighting. And you'll see them kind of clean up whatever they're doing, and they'll like take deep breaths, and they're like, okay, we better call headquarters. And
I think what I'll do is I want to step back like into the corn. Like I'll stop running when I see them, because they're like facing one of the pathways, right? And like they haven't seen me.
Right.
So I want to step into the corn off to the side, just like far enough, like
you want to observe them
back into it so that I'm not easily
you wanna
seen.
Bert, or what is it?
Homer Simpson.
Homer Simpson into the
Yeah. Just so I can see what the hell is going on, and I'm breathing heavy. I'm trying not to like make a lot of noise, but like panic has set in for sure.
Perfect.
But I'm just wanting to see. So I don't know. Maybe that would be read a bad situation, or
if you're just observing them quietly.
Yeah.
I'll just let you observe them.
Okay.
You'll kind of see the man be cleaning black goo off of his machete, and you'll see the pregnant woman punch some numbers into an older cell phone.
Okay.
Like one of those big black bricks with the little thin...
Yeah, it'll be like a satellite phone. And you can see that she's got a pager on her hip. She'll go, Captain? Yeah, we've got it here. There was it was pretty cut and dry, I think. There's no mention of you. Just like, okay, we'll wrap it up here and we'll head back. And you'll kind of hear them finish up what they're doing, and then you can hear them walk off. But then their footsteps disappear.
They went down that path? Okay. I want to...
You got a closer look at them.
Yeah.
Now that you were observing them. Lady has, brown hair, pulled back in a ponytail. She is pregnant. She's wearing a heavy metal shirt. The man, he also like has darker hair, but there's just some but he has like one of those like kinder faces. He has a kind face. Yeah. You observe them, and they kind of walk away, and down that path. Yeah.
They said, so I overheard the conversation of like, yeah, they're going to wrap it up here and leave. So that seems like my best bet for getting out of here.
Okay.
Or like whatever path they're taking. It seems like they might know where they're going.
Sure.
So I would like to try to go down the path that they went, but still trying to like be hidden.
Okay. Yeah. You'll like approach slowly.
Yeah.
And you'll reach that path that they went down. And you had heard them fighting, so you'd expect to see like a body or a mess or something. There's nothing there. You don't even see footprints. But you go down that path anyway.
Yeah, I'm going to keep going down that path.
Perfect. It's one of those parts of a maze where you just can't help but follow. There's really no decision making. You just go. It's like a corridor, but with twists and turns. You will go a long time walking through these twists and turns. You don't hear anything. You don't hear the speaking that you heard earlier. You don't see any footprints. You don't see any broken stalks of corn. You don't see any like evidence of fighting. And
the path that I went down, there's not been any, you said there's not been any deviations, right? So it's just like one solid like thing. So
yeah, I mean, like I can describe to you each twist and turn that you take. It's one of those parts of a maze where
there's just no other option.
Correct. There's a lot of twists and turns. It's just one path.
Well, then, like, they had to have gone this way. The people must have gone this way. Or they, like, went through the corn stalks, but I didn't see any, like, corn stalks trampled down or torn apart.
Go ahead and read a bad situation.
It's a 12.
Okay. You can hold 3.
Well, so I guess the one that screams or stands out to me right now is what's my best way out?
Okay. You will continue on with no traces of where these people went, and you will reach a dead end.
So then my next one is, now that I'm at this dead end, are there any dangers that I haven't noticed?
No.
And then I think the last one, I'm going to make a little tweak to this a little bit, but what's the best way to protect the victims? I'm just going to, what's the best way to protect myself right now?
If you act on the answer, you get +1 ongoing.
Mm-hmm.
The best way to protect yourself is probably to team up with the people that have the ability to protect you.
Oh, it's February.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any snow?
Here?
Yeah.
Oddly, no.
Was there snow, is there snow in Lawrence right now or no?
It probably has snowed. It's probably in those weird stages where it's it has melted, but there's still clumps of snow kind of pushed to the sides of parking lots and those sorts of things. But you had noticed that Gertrude's garden was very lush, and it was a little unusual this time of year.
Yeah, lots of things have been unusual. Okay, so I'm looking at my playbook.
Okay.
I think she's gonna, if this is a dead end, she knows the way she came from was relatively okay. Mm-hmm. Pushing through the corn to another part of the maze opens up possibly a different circumstance.
Okay.
But knowing the answer is that the best way to protect myself is to meet up with those people again, and I seem to have lost all trace of them. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna use my move. Oops. If you want to stumble across something important, tell the keeper you will find something important and useful, although not necessarily related to your immediate problems. So I'm going to use that.
Okay.
To maybe get back on the trail, or hopefully get back on the trail of where these people went, or something useful.
I'm going to do some twisty-timey, spacey-wacy, timey-wimey stuff.
Okay.
You may push through the corn, but each time you do so, it will start you over at the beginning of the maze.
Oh.
So this first time you crash through, that'll be it. So you're like, I got this. I can crash through again. You'll crash through again, and you'll find yourself at the beginning where you see that L-shaped opening with the straight forward and the right turn. And you're like, and you'll see your footprints.
The exit is obviously not there.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. I'm going to follow the same path I took originally.
Okay.
Because that eventually led to whatever the creature was. Mm-hmm. And then the machete guy, whoever was holding the machete, in theory, took care of it at that point. Mm-hmm. So maybe there's something around there. So I'm going to head back that way.
Sure. You'll head back that way, and you will see no trace of the creature or the machete man.
I will keep going on that path.
Okay. So you'll kind of round yourself around that little spiral and come back through, keeping your hand on the left side this time, I take it?
I don't think her fright has gone away, but I think that she's just living in a state of fright. So, it's just
But now
normal.
it's I need to be calm about this.
Yeah.
Okay. You'll see that little bit of corn that you had. You're like, oh, that looks familiar. That's what I ran through. But it has completely closed back up because your footprints kind of go into the wall. But it has closed back up. And you'll keep following along. And it's one of those things where you are in a part of the maze where there's really no decisions to make. It's just a twisty, turny corridor. But as you're walking, you'll start hearing footsteps on the other side of the corn, someone else is over there. And you'll kind of hear mumblings of the man and the woman.
I'll call out this time.
You'll call out?
Yeah.
What do you say?
Hello?
The footsteps and the mumbling will stop. You'll maybe hear it. Might be listening to you.
I would really like to get out of this maze now. I don't know how.
You'll hear the footsteps leave, But then as you keep listening, you'll hear them come back towards you, and you'll see the man and the woman. You'll see the guy, and he'll like smile at you, and he's a little bit older than you. He's probably like mid-20s, like post-college, has solidly started life kind of age. Woman's about the same, and he'll smile at you, and he's like, oh, thank God you're okay. You don't look too hurt.
She's still holding the machete?
No, it's sheathed.
Okay.
Yeah, like, and the woman has put her rifle away. Do you need some help?
If you can lead me out of here, that would be great.
Yeah, I can understand how something like this can be a little overwhelming. Yeah, sure. Yes, absolutely. Come with us. We'll get you the help you need. But in the meantime, here, take this. And he'll actually hand you his machete. Okay.
I will take it. And I feel like that, it at least like makes the situation slightly better. Just because like at least I have a weapon to defend myself at the moment. If they turned out to be, seems weird that they would give their weapon up, so that makes it a little bit more trustworthy, I suppose.
Yeah.
But she still has a sniper rifle.
Yes. He's like, well, I guess we shouldn't be rude. My name's Scott. This is my wife, Anne. We were tracking down a group of those things that kind of gave you a scare. Again, sorry about that.
What were those?
Oh, man. That's something we're still trying to put together ourselves. Looks like some kind of blight or disease. Usually these things can't help it. They can't help their, base functions, but usually they're quite easy to subdue, but there's something wrong with them.
Okay, well, we're just in the backyard of some elderly woman's house. It shouldn't be that hard to get out, but I can't seem to figure out where the exit is. Also, I didn't find her pruning shears, and I just don't know if I care. Maybe a machete is good enough, right?
He'll kind of like, he's like looking at you, but it almost seems like he's not listening to you, like your words aren't falling on him. And he'll just be like, yeah, we'll get out of this situation. No problem. Just stick with us and I'll show you how to use that thing. And we'll put like a reassuring hand on your shoulder, on your back. And she's like, it's not that hard. You just fucking swing with all you got.
I think that I'll like shirk away from a person touching me, but yeah.
But as she's up close to you, like, she looks so familiar. Don't know why. Can't place her face. Oh, and then as you notice, she has a very delicate, like, necklace. It's got, like, a little, almost like a coin-shaped pendant on it. It looks a little old. Like, maybe like a doubloon with a hole drilled through it. But anyway, it's just kind of a little interesting feature about her that I'm throwing in there.
I'm going to investigate a mystery and hope that I get the result that I'm looking for here.
Okay. I didn't call for a roll, but that's cool.
Do you call for the roll?
Yes.
Oh, that's how that
keeper
works?
Always calls for the roll.
Fuck. Well, okay.
Quit forcing your will upon the keeper.
What are you wanting to know?
Well, they look out of place, right?
Yeah.
The satellite phone, like, what are their clothes? Do they seem out of place or?
I mean, the clothes are really plain. Like, he's wearing a white t-shirt and some jeans. She's wearing, like, she's kind of wearing the same thing, but only with, like, the heavy metal band on her shirt. So she does look out of place. Like, you heard them talk about, like, talking to a captain earlier. Like, so maybe they're part of some
secret organization for sure. That's just what I'm jumping with.
That's a stretch.
Well, yeah, no. Some monster hunting organization.
Again, that's a stretch. The satellite phone and the pager are very odd.
Okay, well. And
as you go through this maze, they're kind of walking with you. You will approach a junction, if you will. You have the choice to go left or right.
Which way are they leading me?
They kind of come to the junction and they're kind of like looking through and they're like, ooh, wasn't expecting that. Well, hold on, let's...
Oh, don't tell me you guys are lost too.
Oh no, we're not lost. We're just kind of trying to clear the area. So let's just take a moment. We don't want anything to surprise us. And they kind of sit and they're like, part of it is just listening and waiting. And they like look down each side and you hear that guttural scream again. And you see that it comes from this one, the right hand side. Y'all, I got 2 L's.
Oh, God.
One's backwards and one's forward. You got this, right? Oh, we'll help you. And so the lady will like unstrap her rifle and kind of like line it up, and she'll like let off a shot and it'll like hit the creature's shoulder a little bit, and it now like it functionally can't use its arm. It's like, there, I got you, or I got you ready. The guy will go on, give it a swing. Can't hurt you too hard.
Is this thing like running at us? Or?
It's like shambling.
Okay.
We got you.
Okay. I will,
You can tell these people, like, they're not afraid. They're also there to, they got your back.
yeah. Okay. I'll swing.
Sure.
At this thing.
Roll to kick some ass. What'd you get?
An 8.
Okay. That's a mixed success.
Yeah.
As you bring the machete across this thing's body, it completely just explodes into nothing. Scott, the guy, will laugh at you like nice work. You're a natural.
Adrenaline just coursing through my veins, mixing with the fright, right?
You got
And I
like
just,
bloodlust going on?
No, I don't think it's bloodlust. I think it's just like she's shaking.
Yeah.
But like she's shaking with, I mean, it could be fright or it could be adrenaline. I feel like it's hard to tell.
Yeah.
Like she is wound up right now.
Yeah. Hey, it's okay. We got you the whole time.
Okay. Well, cool. That's good to know.
Take a deep breath. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see if we can get you the next one. They will lead you to the left. It'll take you to make another left-hand turn. And it's a very long hallway. And you'll see that there is another juncture at the end of that hallway, another left or right turn. But it will be a while before you get to it. And you will find that your pace kind of puts you a little bit ahead of them. They're going to like be kind of talking about like couple-y things like, yeah, I need to call mom and let her know that probably won't be home for a while. They know that blah, blah. And it kind of like, it goes in and out. You get about halfway there. And if you glance back, you'll see that they're still there. But they're wearing different clothes now. And Anne is no longer pregnant. And she looks a little bit older. He looks a little bit older too. He's got like a few like gray hairs kind of thrown in there. And they're still talking about couple-y things like, yeah, I need to like, yeah, I'll call Dad, make sure that he'll pick up, and the name kind of cuts out a little bit. And yeah, we'll let them know that we'll probably won't be home until late. And they're like, okay, well, we got to find this thing, and it'll be the last one. This will be the last one. And you're like, okay, that was a little odd. And you keep walking towards the end of this hallway, towards the juncture. And they're like, I think this will be the last one. And you come to this juncture, and you have the decision to make a left or a right turn.
I get to the junction and I look both ways. Mm-hmm. And before going down a like either path, I'm going to stand there and wait and listen.
To what they say?
No, to listen to see if there's something else that might be coming or anything.
Perfect. You wait and you listen. And you look to the left. You look to the right. You look to the left and you see there is a dead end that way. It's a long ways off, but you know that place goes nowhere. You look to the right and you see that it's another long hallway, a few twists and turns, but you can surmise that it's not a dead end. And it's not close, but you do hear more squawks, more of that guttural growling, but it's not for a while.
Okay. We'll go down the not dead end
The not dead end.
path.
Perfect. Scott will kind of pipe up. It's like, oh, you're taking lead on this one?
Well, the other way was a dead end, so this is seems to be our only way forward.
Think you should trust your instincts.
Yeah, it sounds like there's more of those things up ahead.
You had no problem with the first one. We got the second one.
Yeah, okay. And she'll keep going.
So you're going to go. Keep going, and there's a little bit of a turn that you kind of have to dodge out of the way. It's like just this random little wall of corn. You're like, that's stupid. It keeps going, though, and then there's a right turn, another stupid little wall of corn. And you see light, an opening in the corn. I think you found the end. As you're like, oh, thank God, I'm getting out of here. And as you approach, you hear the screaming again of these creatures. And this one, you see one, it's running towards you. And this one, it has pruning shears for a hand. Mm-hmm. And it is running towards you.
I'm going to wait for it to get a little bit closer. Mm-hmm. And then like sidestep it.
Okay.
So hopefully it'll bring past, and then I'm just gonna swing the machete through it like they showed earlier.
Yeah. Roll to kick some ass.
It's an 8 again.
Perfect. You cut this thing down. It bursts into nothing again, and what is left is a pair of pruning shears. You look up, and Anne and Scott are no longer there, and the
I think I turned back, like I swing and then see it like it bursts away, and I'll turn back, and like I think that there's like this, like a look, I did it kind of thing as I turn around, and then they're not there.
But there are the pruning shears, and there's the exit.
I will bend over and grab the shears, and I will walk to the exit.
You will leave the corn maze, and as you do, the big cloud, has finally decided to leave the sun, and you're now back in warm sunlight. You see Gertrude's flowery garden. You see some butterflies and bees buzzing around, and you see Gertrude is still puffing on her pipe, but she has been, she's like working on potting some new baby plants, and she kind of looks up and she kind of gives you a smile and a little wave with her dirty, like, garden gloved hand. She'll go, oh, you found them.
Yeah, I'll set them on the table. And I think, like, Katie, this is February, so she was, like, in warmer clothes and all that. But I think, like, she's, like, covered and she's got dirt on her. She's, like, I feel like some, like, maybe, like, a sleeve of her shirt is, like cut or something from, and, like, she's got, like, scratches from, like, running through the corn and all this. Mm-hmm. She looks like she's been through.
She's been through it, but not a bad through it.
Yeah, not a bad, yeah. And I think I'll look back at the corn maze, like, where I came out of it. In my head, I feel like it doesn't look as imposing as it did going in, right? Like, now, like, maybe I still can't see the other end, but I can see, like, wasn't that big, even though it was.
Yeah.
She'll set the shears down and just goes, just 3 turns.
Hope it wasn't too much trouble for you.
Nope.
She will stand up and walk over to her potting stand and grab the candlestick, and she'll hand it to you, and she'll go, as promised.
Do I still have the machete?
It's gone.
It's gone. I look for it.
You might have dropped it.
Okay. I will reach out and I will take the candlestick.
Perfect. As a reward, you may choose one of 2 options from the Initiate Handbook.
The Initiate?
You may choose either That Old Black Magic or Mentor. Gertrude will reach into one of her overall pockets and pull out like a little paisley handkerchief and hand it to you so you can wipe your face off. Here you go, dear.
Clean myself up a little bit.
Well, I do appreciate your help, and I think that Gladys got the help that she needed. And I think that we can join your friends in the front room if you have no other business with us.
She's gonna start to walk away, to go back into the house, but she'll stop and look back at Gertrude and just be like, was there anyone else in that maze?
What do you mean, dear?
And she'll pause and kind of stare off for a moment and then just be like, never mind. And she'll go back into the house.
Let me know if you change your mind. And she'll let you back in the house. And as you walk through the house and to the front room, you'll see that Trevor and Duman have been let in there.
Yeah, I imagine we're sitting in the front room drinking tea.
See, I'm going to have to write you up for missing the class.
I think that's fair, but I just wanted to be on record that I solved this mystery, and that's 1 for me, 0 for you.
Oh, yeah, and I want it to be known that you're not going to be serving a eternity in these people's parlor playing cards because you smashed a stone you didn't know anything about. So that's going to be, you owe me 1.
He'll pull out a little notebook out of his pocket and make a little quick note, and he'll be like, fair game, Duman. He'll sip some tea, and then he'll regard Katie. Did you find what you were looking for? And Trevor will nod to the candlestick in your hand.
She looks at Trevor, sees Duman there now, and then sees the door to leaving the house.
Mm-hmm.
Trevor will motion towards a third teacup setting on the table.
Yeah, Katie will just go and take the third seat and put the candlestick like flat side on the table and crosses her arms. This was a lot more complicated than just fixing a computer.
Oftentimes, our world is more complicated than it seems, Miss Callahan. Stupid Wizard's actual people is Drew Burton as Dr. Evren Duman, Derek Dix as Trevor Wolffe, Josh Matney as Katie Callahan, and Elizabeth Rein as our keeper. Follow us on our socials, TikTok, Instagram, and Blue Sky, as well as subscribe to our Patreon for hours upon hours of bonus content. You can find all of those important links and more on our website, stupidwizards.com. Our next episode, which will be a Drew-led Christmas special, will air on December 23rd. Please share and rate, comment, and subscribe, and thank you so much for listening.
And then after
Do you need more of a scene
and
to
then after 9 long seasons, they left the apartment that they were friends in for the whole time, and they made a joke about going to a
10
coffee
seasons.
shop.
Friends was 10 seasons.
10 seasons.
Wait, what? What happened in I don't know Friends. I never watched
there's
it.
an apartment that is the central piece of
Monica and Rachel's
90%
apartment.
of it. They get out of the apartment. They leave.
10 years have passed. It's been 10 seasons. 10 years has gone by. They're all moving on with their lives. Rachel's getting back with Ross to try it one more time. They're getting their own place to raise their kid, Emma. Monica and Chandler, they have the triplets.
Here, guys.
Oh, it's Monica and Chandler that have triplets?
Yeah.
I thought it was Piper that had the triplets.
Well, they adopted.
See, I don't know Friends.
They adopted.
I thought you were making a Charmed reference.
And they have their own. They have their house out.
It's Piper. Phoebe? Piper. Piper?
Phoebe.
Phoebe. See, I watched Charmed.
Phoebe's with Mike.
Charmed was
so
my
she's going
friends.
off to live with Mike, and then Joey's off to live on his own, do his own thing. He actually ends up having a spinoff. I've never actually seen the show.
Real
Joey.
bad. And he goes to LA.
Does he go to LA? Yeah.
Anyways,
10 seasons.
whatever, dude.
In a movie.
What's her Friends
There
movie?
was no movie.
That was a Rick and Morty reference.